Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and welcome to Rahman Digital Production. We are talking about the mathematics. 50 and 54 is the code and this is GCE. But IGCSE student can also take advantage of it. Before going to the question number 8, let me remind you that if you haven't yet subscribed my channel, please subscribe it and share it with your fellows so they can also take advantage of it. One thing I must mention here that if your profile is private, then I am not understanding that who subscribe my channel. So that is why I am requesting again and again that if you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe it. Let's jump to the question number 8. uh, First you have to understand the question. It is said that if you understood the question, half of your problem has been solved. If you don't know what I have to do, then this is not gonna help you. First, understand the question and then make a plan for it. In mathematics, a good planner always succeeded. You have to make a plan that when I will start, from where I will start, and make a plan in your mind that after that what I will do and how I will get the result. What are the formulae which I will use to solve these questions? Once you are clear on the question, then automatically you will find a formula for the solution. Seeing the data, automatically it comes to the mind of professional that this data can be this data can be given in that particular formula and we will get the result. Why I am saying these things? Because the question right now, when we will do that question is saying that there are two cars, one is car number X and one is car number Y. Car number X is completing one round trip inside the 60 second and one is completing the circular track in uh, 80 seconds. So it means that one car is moving faster and the second one car is moving slowly. The car which is moving with 80 second, one is completing in 60 second and one is completing in 80 seconds. So it means that one car is slow and the other is fast. And there is 2 kilometer track. There is 2 kilometer track is there. Might be it is a circular track or might be it is a linear track. So the overall length of the track is 2 kilometers. Remember these things in mind. Now this is the starting point and this is the ending point as well. This is the ending point as well, remember. Okay, look at me. One car is moving fastly and the second car is moving slowly. The first car is moving fast and the second car is moving slowly. So they are saying in the question that at how much time they will meet again at the starting point at the same time. One is moving slowly and one is moving fastly. So fast means that one will go ahead and the second will go slower than that. Then in how much time they will meet again at the same time? After how many laps we have to take? So ladies and gentlemen, we have to first find the 60-second components, and that is 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. So we can write it 2 raised to the power 2 into 3 into 5. And similarly, we have to find the 80 seconds. So 80 second is having a time of, when we find by division method or either by listed method, we will get the same factors. So in this case, there are factor as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 twos are 4, 4 twos are 8, 8 twos are 16 and 5. 16 fives are, so we can write that 2 raised to the power 4 into 5. So these are the factors of 60-second and these are the factors of 80-second. Now we have to take the common and non-common. So LCM is 2 raised to the power 4 because there is 2 raised to the power 4 and 3 and 5. This is the 2 raised to the power, and I think it is 80 is given and 60 is given. So 2 raised to the power 4 into 3 into 5, because there is 2 raised to the power 4 in this one and 2 raised to the power 4 2 is also in this one, and then there are 3 and then there are 5 common and non-common. 2 over 2 is common here, 2 over 2 is also here. It means that 2 over 2 means 2 into 2. But in this, 2 are remaining. So we are getting 2 raised to the power 4. Because 2 raised to the power 2 here, 2 raised to the power 2 is also in 2 raised to the power 4. So when we taking these two as a common, so 2 2's are remaining in this and these are 2. So I wrote this, and then 5 is the 5 is, sorry, not this one is the common. Now when I multiply it on the calculator, 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5, so it is coming out to be 240. So it is coming out to be 240 after 240 seconds. they will come both to the same point after 2 4. So it will take 240 seconds for both cars to be back at the starting point at the same time, to be back at the same time to the starting, as I told you. Okay, that was the part number 1. Now we are talking about part number 2, and they are telling us in the part number 2 that how long in minutes will it take for the faster car to be 5 laps ahead of the slower car. For example, the slower car, and they completed the 2, and that is not yet completed the 1. So after how much time in minutes the faster car will be 5 laps ahead. 5 laps ahead. The faster car will be 5 laps ahead of the slower car. So because we got 240, so because there must be 5 laps, and the faster car is taking 240 seconds, so 240 will be multiplied with it. 5 zeros are 5 fours are 5 twos are 1200 seconds. But in minutes, if we are converting it in minutes, then 1200 divided by 60. In 1 minute there are 60, so this will be cancelled, and this will be 20 minutes. So after 20 minutes, the faster car will be 5 laps ahead of the slower car. 5 laps ahead of the slower. Okay, now we are coming to question number 9. And question number 9 is saying that determine whether each of the following statement is true or false. If it is true, explain your reason. If it is false, give a counter example. So let us start the first part, and it is saying if 6 is a factor of a number, then 2 and 3 are also factors of that number. When I given you the divisibility rule, according to that, if a number is divisible by 2 and 3, it will also be divisible by 6. If you haven't seen my first lecture, I given you the divisibility rule with the example. So please see that lecture and then come back to this point. And the question is again saying that if there is 6 factor of a number, for example, of 12, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12 are the factors. Because if 12 is the factor of this 12, then 3 and 4 will also be, 2 and 3 will also be the factor. 2 and 3 will also be the factor of that 12. If 6 is a factor of 12, this one, then 2 and 3 must also be the factor of that. So I told you that if a number is divisible by 2 or 3, then it must be divisible by 6 as well. If you remember those rules, then that was the rule. Now the second part is saying, if 2 and 3 are factors of a number, then 6 is also a factor of that number. First it is saying that if 6 is the number, then in the first say they are saying that if 6 is the number, if 6 is the factor of a whole number, then 2 and 3 are also the, so the second one is also true according to that rule. The second one is also true. They are saying like this right now. First they were saying that if 6 is a factor of a whole number, then 2 and 3 must also be the factors of that whole number. In this case, 12 is the whole number. But now they are saying that if 2 and 3 are the factors of a whole number and that is 12, then 6 is also a factor. So also that is true. In both case we are saying that they are the true case. So yes, this is also true, and I told you the reason that why. Again I am telling, if you started from here directly, so go to lecture number 1, there are divisibility rule inside that as well. Okay, now part number C is saying that if 2 and 4 are the factors of a number, then 8 is also factor of that number. No, it is not true. I will tell you how. But this is false. This is false. Why it is false? Because 4 is a factor of 4, but 8 is not. I am telling you that in C, 2 and 4 are the factors of 4. 2 and 4 are the factors of 4, but 8 is not. But 8 not a factor of 4. So it means that this is false. Now we are coming towards the 4 number part. 4 number part. In the 4 number part, here it is saying that D part. If f is a factor of n, then n divided by that factor is also factor of n. The question is saying that if n, if f, yeah, f means factor, n mean number. If a factor is multiplied by a number, if a factor is multiplied by a number, for example, k is a whole number, n is equal to fk, then n divided by f is also possible. N, then k will be equal to n divided by 5. N divided by 5. So let me give you an example of that. For example, 4 and 2 are the factor of 8. Then 8 divided by this factor, this f, n is number, this divide by 4 is also a factor. Then that 2 will also be a factor of that whole number. So yes, this is also true. This is true. Now fifth number, and here in the book it is given as E. This is D. So it is saying that if M is the LCM, sorry, I am going to the question number 11. If H is the HCF, highest common factor, of P and Q, then both P and Q are divisible by H. If, for example, there is 8 and 6, if the HCF is, for example, 24, for example, so this 24 is divisible by this P and Q. So this is divided by 8, and then 24 is divided by 6. So it means that there is HCF of P and Q. Then that HCF is divisible by both P and Q. So it means this is also true. This is also true. Yes, it is true. Now, this is the question, and the question is number 10. Means that we will do question number 10 right now. And they are saying that the LCM of 9, 12 and N is 252. 9, 12 and N. 9, 12 and N. Now, N is not known to us, and the LCM of these three number is 252. We have to find the value of odd. The question is saying that if n is odd, yani this n is not even, odd, find all the possible values of n. First we have to find the factors of n, and that is 3 square. Then we have to find the factors of 2 into 2 into 3. And then we have to find the factors of 252, which is equal to 2 raised to the power. We have to find it 252. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 6 are 12. Again it is 2 6 are 3. So 2 raised to the power 2. And then 3 3 twos are 3 ones are 3 7 are and 7 ones are. So multiplied by 3 square and then 7. So 252 is equal to 7 into 7 into 3 and 3 square into 7 are all the odd value. We are not taking these because these are even numbers. In the question they are saying only the odd numbers. So it means that 7 can be this n and 21 and 63. These are the three possible values of this n. Okay, we are doing question number 11, part number A. And it is saying that if 6 is a multiple of a whole number n, then 12 will also be the multiple of that. For example, in 24, if 24 is there, then 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 and 24 are the factors of 20. They are saying that if is a multiple of this whole number, then 12 must also be a factor of that whole number as well. So it means that this statement is true. Now we are coming towards the B number question, and they are saying if 2 is a multiple of a number, then 6 is also a multiple of that. Now this is not correct. This is false. I'm giving you an example. For example, 12 is a multiple of 4. 12 is a multiple of 4, but 6 is not a multiple of 4. So it is not. 6 is the multiple of 4, but 6 is not the multiple of 4. So it is absolutely not correct. Now we are turning our focus to question number 11 and part number C. And part number C is saying that if 18 is a multiple of a number, then 6 is also a multiple of that number. Yes, it is true. C part is saying that if 6 is the multiple, if 6, if 8 is the multiple of a number, if 8 is the multiple of a number, then 18 is divisible by that number. Yes, the multiple of 8 is 2, 4. So 18 is, I am giving you a small 2 and 2 and 9. So this number is divisible by this and this. And here 3 and 6. So it is also divisible by this, and it is also divisible by this. Going into the complication of the scenario, I am giving you a simple example. These are the multiple 2, 3, 6, and 9. This is n, and these are m. So it means that 18 is divisible by each multiple of 18 as well, and this is quite simple. So it is true. Now we are going to part number D. If M is the LCM of P and Q, then M is divisible by both P and Q. Ladies and gentlemen, we are listening this thing from the beginning. For example, there is P and Q, and there is LCM is M. For example, LCM of 3 and 18 is 18. So it means that 18 is divisible by 3 and 18 as well. So it is also true. Now that was the whole story about the question number 11. And that's it for today. Tomorrow we will continue the fun. Don't miss the next lecture, which is also very important. And hopefully, inshallah, we will finish the this chapter, the first unit, tomorrow. Hopefully, you have learned the thing. Keep learning. For more such type of lectures, subscribe my channel, press the bell icon, and you will be notified when I upload the new lecture. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Allah Hafiz.